Hey, what's up? Just want to report racism and discrimination. I don't know this company, Metro Rents, or I think their phone number is 248. It's 248-243-6648. Went down there 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Tried to look at the place several times, called several times, never on the number of that 248-243-6648. If you text them, they said you call the number, you text them, they give you immediate response. They never gave me immediate response. I had to send that stuff to the news, to the newsroom. To have them look at that, investigate these people. Well, I called them today. In the morning, lady act like she didn't know nothing. I said I called several times, text several times, have pictures of the place. Like, I got pictures of the place. And plus, the air pollution is terrible, hideous, man. It's hideous. Got the window open, I gotta close it because it's hideous. It's big tractor trucks and, and these people walking back and forth, stinking up the place. Retard kids. I'm telling you, the kids don't go to school here, man. Seen kids in the building, don't see them no more because they don't go to school. Don't want to bother me, period. So, that's the first thing I said, man, when I moved in. Trying to stay a low profile, just go in and out and do my thing and leave. I was going to leave, go back down south. I am going to do that. But anyway, I got pictures of the place. It's like a sofa right in the middle of the hallway. I think that's 101. That's an apartment right there, man. I text them, several times. Man. Told them, give me a call at my number. Several times. I had to change my number. But they never call. So just changed my number. If I have my number for 2 weeks and you haven't called, I know something. I've been sending you texts, been calling you for straight 2 weeks, and the third week I just changed my number, man. What's going on? And I gave you a new number, a week. I mean, this place is a racist place, man. I think it's Metro Rents or whatever. Tried to look at their. I looked at the it's 4847 Baldwin Street, and I tried to look at it. I rung the doorbell and looked at it, man. Went inside. Never looked at it. Nobody didn't come in. Nobody didn't help me. I just looked around, took some pictures and whatever, and tried to call them. I was the place, I kept getting the, voicemail, sent them a text. Never. They said you get a text immediately. I was in that time, office time, never text me back. Never. Didn't even text me back the next day. So, I'm just saying that place is racist. And, like I said, don't buy no products in the United States. Don't buy no products in Detroit, man. The air pollution is hideous, man. Plus, I live in a white trash neighborhood. Flat out, straight up, hillbilly white trash and gutter trash. But Mr. Coleman A. Young, what he was saying about, some of these black people in Detroit, gutter trash, flat out gutter trash, man. Flat out gutter trash. You get everything you want, and you don't use it, man. When people do use it, you got to get away from these gutter trash. They goons. Like I said, when people, if you from the South, I I'm letting you know, if you ain't from Detroit, don't do nothing for free in Detroit. Don't do nothing for free in Detroit, period. Don't do nothing for free in Detroit. For real. Don't lend no money, period. I don't care if they your neighbor. Don't lend no money to them, period. It's a favor, flat out. I only lend money to my family, period. We know where a favor is in my family. We know what a favor is. So these people are gutter trash. Don't know what a favor is. Don't know what a favor is. They gutter trash. Don't do nothing for free in Detroit. Period. You got family, you lend money to. They know what a favor is. We up, my people been up here since 1950, the late 1950s and the 60s. They just scouted out in the 60s, scouted out and moved here. Know what gutter trash, what Mayor Coleman Young was talking about. Know what the city reverted back to the Kavanaugh and this other man. I think he's a little bit farther, but it's two Kavanaughs in Detroit. Back to the Kavanaugh years, period, of mafia, klan, and everything, stress police, robbing Detroit citizens, flat out. People know for a fact what Mayor Young was saying in his book. Stress police robbed people of color, perjure themselves to people of color. Flat out stick you up, flat out. Tell a bald-faced lie, stick you up, take your money from the little job you got. Take the money from right out your pocket. So, I experienced it. Stress police is back in Detroit, for real. Stress police is back in Detroit, for real. Hamtramck, nobody in Hamtramck should be getting a job in Detroit. That's straight up gutter trash. You go to their project, flat out gutter trash in their project. Know for a fact. Flat out gutter trash. You come up with clean clothes. Clean clothes. You only have jeans and a t-shirt, man. That's everybody activity wear, man. I mean, that's everybody. Jeans and a t-shirt. Little kids know what activity wear is, man. Jeans and a t-shirt. Know what they play clothes look like. T-shirt and some jeans and some shoes, man. Flat out, man. What else are they supposed to have? They're not going out nowhere. They're going out to play outside in the park or whatever, or around their house and come back. Sometimes some people don't let their kids outside to play with this gutter trash that's in the neighborhood. They know what they little play clothes. They go with their little uniforms, come back, change into their in their activity wear, jeans and a t-shirt, man. Everybody know what a jeans and a t-shirt is, man. I mean, I lived in an area, lived in a church lady, whatever. Don't know what jeans and a t-shirt is. Play clothes. Don't even know what that is, man. I'm walking around neat and clean every day, going to a job that I turned around because they stopped a lot of stuff when I was working at the shelter. Stopped a lot of stuff. They had to redo it because I was doing it better than they was. Because did the roster, did it better. Search people better. Got better, search people better. They didn't like how I run the booth, letting people in or whatever. They didn't like it because said, good morning, how you doing, whatever. Customer service, do better customer service than they do. I mean, go up, that's a crack house, man. Everybody know that's a crack house. Go up there, that's a fucking crack house. Right across the street, the gas station. Whole bunch of people in there saying, they call or whatever. That's a fucking crack house. They dealing drugs or whatever. These people are gutter trash. Nowhere in the world I'm gonna have somebody in my bills. I don't trust nobody other than my family or the workers that I checked out, and I think I can trust them a little bit. Nowhere in the world I'm gonna have people in the neighborhood hanging in my place of business, stealing or whatever, man. They gonna steal for real. This is America. I don't know what's going on with these gutter trash and flat out people steal in Detroit. Break into your apartment just like Mayor Young, man. Break into your apartment, steal your stuff, and with the key, flat out with the key, flat out. Burglars. Just ask, Kalamazoo, Michigan, man. All those retards went right there, breaking into, white folks' home invasion, breaking them with these gutter trash from Detroit, man. White trash from Detroit went to Kalamazoo, break into these people's homes, moved to Kalamazoo, broke into these people's homes, and they came to Detroit to see what was going on in Detroit. I couldn't believe I seen Kalamazoo, county sheriffs in Detroit and the police. Couldn't believe I seen that shit. Boom. Couldn't believe I seen that shit. Couldn't believe I seen, people from Kalamazoo had to come to Detroit and see what was going on, man. Gutter trash, flat out gutter trash, is reverted back to corruption in Detroit, government. I mean, anytime you had to have the governor put a state of emergency on a city that was a delinquent on all their payments, man, for real. That nobody didn't want to cut deals to save the city. That let you know what time it is. So he did the best he could do, man. He started putting out, what was needed. You needed the street lights. You needed some of these houses torn down because these people are going in the house, gutting the house, stealing the precious metals out the house, flat out. Stealing anything that's precious in these abandoned houses that these slum landlords, flying away, not paying they, racist, flat out racist, like Marianne was saying, man. Flight, white flight, and didn't pay their property, property, flat out, man. He was looking for these people when he was mayor. Found them, you didn't pay it, you lost your property. It's city owned. So he tried to, putting a program out for people to buy, homes. It was doing pretty good. Anytime you see these ugly black bottom gutter trash, bring back the same, same old stuff back from the 50s. Revert. I'm telling you. You don't learn your history, it revert right back. I don't see Mayor Young book, I don't see other people books that they wrote from Detroit back in the heyday of Detroit, Babilo and whatever. Babilo went out of business, went to Babilo Island. It was as a child. It was pretty cool. Like the Babilo 3 hour ride back. I mean, it was pretty cool, man. On the boat, they had a little festival. Some people had to stand up for the whole ride. Some people sat down. But, it was pretty cool, man. But I'm just letting you know, man. Don't, like I said, this is the don't. Don't do nothing for free in Detroit. And don't lend nobody money in Detroit. It's a favor. Everybody know that. In your favor, I don't lend no money to nobody off the fucking street. It's a favor. That's why you see some people, off the street, think they little, a hipster or whatever, loan somebody some money and start charging interest. It's a favor, man. It's a favor. Letting you know it's a favor. That's why they charge interest. It's a favor. If you don't understand that, something wrong with you, man. You're a retard, man. You're a fucking retard. It's a favor. That's what some people, in the favor, man, can you, put it this way. My dad, your granny, you go over there and ask her for money. She keep telling you, keep asking for money, keep asking me money. She gonna say no, for real. And let you know she can say no anytime she wants to, because it's a favor to lend you money. Because that's her money. She can do whatever she wants with her money, for real. That's a favor. That's what people are. It's home trained. They know it's a favor, and they know what's coming up next, for real. If you know home training, like I said, people been through desegregation and segregation. Grandfather, grandmother lived in a mixed neighborhood, in a neighborhood that's they had a little money. When black people moved in, they started leaving. A few white people stayed, and everything got adjusted and started doing good. Started making money. Started doing stuff. Started buying, adding on to homes and whatever. Started doing good. Everything started doing good. Grades. That's what tripped me out about it. When what my auntie and the other people was telling me, grades went up, for real. Grades went up. All of a sudden, they brought in the retards. Grandfather know what retards look like. Know what retards look like. Everybody know what a retard look like. I mean, he stated this. I ain't gonna state nothing. All the women in my family, except for the baby, she had to go and get a job. Everyone, all the older siblings got high school diplomas, flat out. All the women got high school diplomas, and it's a pretty big family. The men, they worked flat out. They had to get the hell out the house. If you didn't get your high school diploma and go up higher or get a job or whatever, you cannot stay in this man's house. You got to get the hell up out of there or get a job. Automatically, they got a job. That's it, man. No retards. Know what a retard look like. Them ain't your homeboys, and them not your homegirls. And the people who bring them to your, bring them to your house, they're not your friends. I already know what the South is about. I already know what the South is. They gonna go there, go their way. You go your way, and boom, we know what just happened. But anyway, whatever. But anyway, I'm just saying, Detroit reverted back. The air pollution is hideous, man. Flat out hideous. From big diesel trucks parked and running their engines and putting out soot. You coughing, you know that's soot in the air. Peace.